This is Shaibal, as you all know. I'm happy that Depodor is in his fifth year running, and the juniors are carrying it forward pretty well. I hope it lasts for many years to come. The topic this year is very close to my heart, as I feel that the religious representation of our country is down in the doldrums. People in our country feel they feel how should I put it, not represented properly on the basis of their identities. Then again, this topic is of high contention. You can look into the entire world and you'll find a lot of countries who have different categories of representation. I'll give you the example of Lebanon, which has a completely religious representation of parties. Then again, there is Netherlands, which also follows the same system of governance. But you have to look into the scenario that these countries do not have a high ethnic diversity. Their communal demographics more or less is uniform, which is not the case with India. Countries like China, which have a huge ethnic difference, along with a fairly varied religious difference, are governed by a central governance which does not need any form of representation in which people are allowed to vote. So in this case, the next obvious question arises as to what should a country like India do, which is valid not only ethnicity and communalism, but also in its religious perspectives. We can always look into the US system of governance, which governs, in which the representation is on the basis of ideologies. But India has a problem, as in the largest parties of India do not follow a particular ideology. Yes, there are parties which have a nationalistic point of view, but then again, there is no other equally strong opposition party based on, I would say, the same lines of approach. India is basically governed by the two coalitions, which one of which focuses on nationalism, while the other focuses, I don't know what, agronomics. So yes, the religious representation of this country is flawed. But then again, before we jump into the topic of whether we should get perfect religious representation of India, we should also digress upon this topic and think whether it is necessary for India to have a religious representation over regionalistic representation. We should think about it. Say, for example, if India were to have an all-India Muslim party, for example, and an all-India Hindu and all-India Christian party per se, would that be enough to represent the views and the needs of people in different parts of India? Because going by the size of India and the amount of diversity that comes along with its size and cultures and communities, I'm sure many the needs of people of the same religion belonging to a part of India would be different from that of people of the same community living in a part of India very far away from them. However, all this being said and done, I do feel that even in the present system of governance, which focuses on the regionalistic identities of the Indian public, a small category must be devoted per sector per se to the religious diversities. This I say in hope that India does not have to face another Godhra. India does not have to go through the traumas of another Ayodhya or Babri Masjid scam. Because at the end of the day, I believe that the average life of an individual Indian is the most important for any government to consider, which would be properly taken care of if some percentage of the religious representation is considered along with their communal with their regionalistic differences. So at the end of the day, when it comes to the big topic of whether I am for the motion or whether I'm against the motion, I'll only say that yes, I'm a secular individual, and along along with that, I believe to uphold a country's secularity, you will need to have a proper representation per religion of every religion that exists in the country. Thank you.